Mini Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa iti namine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa iti namine. Namo Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa namine. Ora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prasthaya De, Namo Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa namine. Ora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prasthaya De, Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Haribo Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur Haribo, Haribo Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur Haribo, Haribol Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribol, 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 Radharani Shama Sundar, Vrindavan 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 Haribol, Vrindavan Haribol, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Bol Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Hare Bol, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Haribol, Haribol, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Haribol. Thank you po. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. Srimati Siddha Swarupananda. Paramahamsa.
Thank you very much po, Ma'am Elenet. Haribol. Nawala yata si Sir. Haribol. Haribol. Thank you very much po, Ma'am Elenet. Haribol. Namaste everyone. Wait lang po natin si Sir na ano siya nalaglag.
Rest peacefully, sweet soul. Know there's nowhere to go. Worldly pains come and go. It's just a fading, passing show. I know it's been a long, long road. Just remember, you are a spirit soul. Worldly pain comes and goes. It's just a fading, passing show. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Haribol,
Hari
nadidinig niyo ba ako?
Haribol, namaste Sir. Yes po.
Am I clear?
Yes po.
Okay. Lakas ang ulan dito. Tapos, nag-brown out pa. Anyway, let's all, before anything else, let's all pay our obeisances. Bakit may ano yan? Namaom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Itinamine Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Ba't may echo ako?
Wala naman po dito sa amin, sir.
Nadidinig niyo yung echo?
Wala po. Sa akin, hindi, wala pong echo, sir.
Walang echo? Dali ah. Your default was changed to microphone. Ayun. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Ayan. Oh. Nag-e-echo ako sa aking side. Dali. Siguro kailangan ganito. Okay. Do you still hear me?
Yes po, sir.
Okay na?
Yes po.
O yan, no? After mga 10 seconds, ah, nag-e-echo yung boses ko. Hindi ko alam bakit.
Baka sa ano, sir? Sa ulan po?
Tingin ko sa ulan lakas ng ulan Oh. Hmm.
Yung ano nyo, sir, yung Facebook nyo po, baka ano po, nakabuka. Yung Facebook nyo po, i-exit nyo po.
Baka nga. Baka nga sa Facebook yan.
Diyan po sa ano po, sa laptop nyo. Or diyan
Ito
sa
siguro.
cellphone nyo po.
Wala na?
Wala naman po sa amin, sir, na echo.
Yung nga, dinatay ko na Parang nawalan. Ano? Mayroon pa rin. Teka, dali lang Yun. Ayun. Anuin ko lang ulit ha. I'm going to do it again. Okay, good evening, everyone. Namaste. Um, Welcome to our Srimad Bhagavatam class. And it has been two, three, um, three meetings that we weren't able to went through Srimad Bhagavatam because um, we decided to do a special programming for the just for the for the uh, Holy Week, yung Holy Week special natin. So right now we are going to continue. Uh, who is our first reader?
Sir Fabin po, sir.
Okay.
Haribol, can you hear me?
Yes, you're clear.
Text 18. The Supreme Lord is pure spiritual form, transcendental to all material qualities. Yet, for the sake of the reaction of the material world and its maintenance and annihilation, he accepts through his external energy the material modes of nature called goodness, passion, and ignorance. The Supreme Lord is the master of the external energy manifested by the three material modes, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. And as master of this energy, he is ever unaffected by the influence of such bewildering energy. The living entities, the Jeev, however, are affected by or susceptible to being influenced by such modes of material nature. That is the difference between the Lord and the living entities. The living entities are subjected by those qualities, although originally the living entities are qualitatively one with the Lord. In other words, the material modes of nature, being products of the energy of the Lord, are certainly connected with the Lord, but the connection is just like that between the master and the servants. The Supreme Lord is the controller of the material energy, whereas the living entities who are entangled in the material world are neither masters nor controllers. Rather, they become subordinate to or controlled by such energy. Actually, the Lord is eternally manifested by his internal potency or spiritual energy, just like the sun and its rays in the clear sky. But at times, he creates the material energy as the sun creates a cloud in the clear sky. As the sun is ever increasingly unaffected by a spot of cloud, so also the unlimited Lord is unaffected by the spot of material energy manifested at times in the unlimited span of the Lord's rays of Brahmajyoti. Haribol.
Haribol, namaste. So I still have sound, no? Okay
Yes,
naman
sir.
yung sound ko. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so here in this particular verse, um, we learn that there is a great difference between the Supreme Lord and the individual souls. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is never subjected to the laws of material nature, no? Uh, in the material world, the inferior energy of Krishna, uh, 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 it um, it captivates the whole universes. When you are born in the material world, automatically you get captivated or you get controlled by the material nature, specifically the three modes of material nature: mode of ignorance, passion, and goodness. So whereas in our real home, in the spiritual world. Material, there is no matter there. So there is no material nature there. It is all spiritual. Okay, it is only applicable. The material nature is only applicable in the material world, and it is so designed by Krishna himself that when the conditioned souls fall in the material atmosphere, automatically forgets who he is. He misidentifies himself to be the matter. He misidentifies himself with his body. I am this body. I am the mind, like that. Okay? But at the same time, due to the mercy of Krishna, we're still given some form of intelligence by which we can revive our consciousness. Okay? That's why there is such a thing as Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness um, um, is the medicine for this forgetfulness. We forgot who we are. We forgot our affinity with Krishna, our long lost, loving relationship with Krishna. We forgot about it. Okay, but uh, but because of Krishna's grace and mercy, we are able to we're able to um, reestablish our loving relationship with Krishna by the grace of the spiritual master. Okay, so the difference is that the individual souls, okay, once he is plunged in the material atmosphere, he is called conditioned souls. So we are all conditioned souls in the material world, no? Not only humans, but all living beings, living entities are controlled by material nature. And we are all dominated part and parcel. We are never the dominators. There is only one dominator, and that is Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the uh, he is the cause of all causes, the source of everything. Yeah. So that is the difference between the supreme person, Krishna, and us. Us, when we are born in, when we are sent, when we fall down in the material atmosphere, what happens is that uh, we forget our nature, uh, our natural identity. We forget it. And what happens is that instead of thinking that I am the servant of God, yeah, we think I am the servant of my own of my own uh, survey. Whatever survey I do in this world, it's mine. Meaning, we try to imitate Krishna, who is considered to be the dominator. There's only one dominator. Once the deluded living being tries to imitate Krishna, okay, then what happens is that um, he will never find happiness in his life in this world. He will always face difficulty. He will always face suffering, pain, okay, anxiety, and very, very difficult to live in this material world. That's why all the great saints and sages, all our param gurus, our beloved spiritual master tell us that, you know, make this lifetime your last lifetime. This lifetime that we have is merely one lifetime amongst uh, millions and millions of lifetimes in the past. We have been traveling from one body to the other, okay, going from one planet to the other in the material atmosphere, suffering, birth, diseases, old age, and death, yeah, the threefold miseries, three types of anxiety, etc. Yeah, from the time we from the time we are born in the material world, we are already suffering, and that is not desirable. It is not desirable to come back here in the material world or to live in this world. But the problem is that because of forgetfulness, out of our enviousness of Krishna, we're thrown into this darkest pit of a place known as Murtya Loka, the planets of death. Yeah, and it is so deluded. We are so deluded that we think that we can. This is the place where we can find real happiness. Yeah, this is the problem with uh, our situation in the material world. But thankfully, Krishna Krishna's love for us is unconditional. So even though we ran away from him, we ran away from him, even though we tried to imitate him, yeah, still he still loves us. He still gives us opportunities so that we can revive our sleeping condition. So it is up to us to receive this mercy from Krishna. He doesn't force us to love him. Yeah, because there's, in the spiritual world, there's no such thing as force. There is no force. They're trying to force somebody to do something. And Krishna doesn't force us to love him because love is based on voluntary love. You yourself, you want to surrender to Krishna and you want to rekindle your loving relationship with him. He doesn't do that for you. He gives us the opportunity to surrender, okay, by the mercy of our spiritual master. But it is us who decides, and that makes love very wonderful because it is you who decides. No one is trying to decide for you, not even Krishna. Okay? So let's continue our reading.
Ma'am Sharni po.
Go ahead.
Haribol, Haribol
Very well,
everyone.
Shani. Mhm.
These three modes of material nature being further manifested as matter, knowledge, and activities put the eternally transcendental living entity under conditions of cause and effect and make him responsible for such activities. Purport. Because they are between the internal and external potencies, the eternally transcendental living entities are called the marginal potency of the Lord. Factually, the living entities are not meant to be so conditioned by material energy, but due to their being affected by the false sense of lording it over the material energy, they come under the influence of such potency and thus become conditioned by the three modes of material nature. This external energy of the Lord covers up the pure knowledge of the living entities eternally existing with Him. But the covering is so constant that it appears that the conditioned soul is eternally ignorant. Such is the wonderful action of Maya, or external energy manifested as if materially produced. By the covering power of the material energy, the material scientist cannot look beyond the material causes, but factually, Behind the material manifestations, there are adhibhuta, adhyatma, and adidaiva actions, which the conditioned soul in the mode of ignorance cannot see. The adhibhuta manifestations entails repetitions of births and deaths with old ages or with old age and diseases. The adhyatama manifestation conditions the spirit soul, and the adidaiva manifestation is the controlling system. These are the material manifestations of cause and effect and the sense of responsibility of the conditioned actors. They are, after all, manifestations of the conditioned state, and the human being's freedom from such a conditioned state is the highest perfectional attainment.
Okay.
Haribol, namaste po.
Haribol,
Thank
namaste.
you.
Sharni, thank you so much. So, uh, once we get, once we decide, actually, it is our decision to serve or not to serve Krishna. So, but because of our forgetfulness, we try to, actually, that forgetfulness is that is our desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. And that's the reason why we forget. Otherwise, we are Satchidananda. We're full of knowledge. We're full of bliss. We're full of happiness. That is our nature. Uh, that is our original nature. But because of our enviousness, because we wanted to enjoy separately from Krishna, then automatically we forget real our real condition. Okay, so and this is the reason why we are subjected to the laws of material nature. We're subjected by the threefold miseries. Miseries caused by miseries caused by our senses. Yeah, miseries caused by our body. The body and our senses give us a lot of pain. Yeah, we are subjected to diseases. We don't want diseases, but because uh, um, we are under the jurisdiction of material nature, whether we like it or not, our body is pained. Our body keeps on suffering. Yeah, and because we don't know anything about our real identity, our real nature, we think that we are the body. So all this pain and suffering of the material body, we think that that's us. Oh, I am very, very, uh, um, I am suffering from all these pains, and so we get so attached to the body that um, we, the living entity who is supposed to be transcendental to these material pangs or material uh, miseries, are now suffering, the laws of material nature. Yeah. So not only that, we suffer from the laws of material nature, like disaster, like typhoons, earthquakes, diseases, COVID, like that. We um, we can't do anything about it because it is already there. The law of nature is very, very fixed. It was fixed by Krishna for a certain purpose. What is that purpose? Because he wants his children, us, no? He loves us unconditionally. He wants us to learn because that is our misfortune. Our misfortune is that we uh, we've forgotten our real nature. That is our misfortune. We have forgotten. And who decided that? Us. It is us who decide our fate. It is us who decide where we are going to be, etc. You know. So, uh, and of course, misery is caused by other living beings, whether we like it or not. We will be experiencing pain and suffering from other beings. You know, maybe you're very peacefully trying to jog in the morning, and then all of a sudden there's dogs uh, on the streets, and they bite you like that. Or there are some some people who try to disturb you. Yeah, people scamming you. Your beloved wife or husband runs away with another partner. These are all miseries caused by other living beings, other living entities. We don't want it to happen, but it happens because we are under the laws of material nature. But in reality, all of these are alien to us. If you look at our natural condition as spirit souls, we're transcendental to all pains and sufferings. Pain and suffering, anxiety, stress, depression, all of these are actually um, alien, alien to us. That's why, when it hits us uh, like a time bomb. you know, it hits us. We are always in constant pain. Every day, from the time we wake up in the morning, okay, it's a parade of troubles, a parade of misery. Parang parada, you join this parade of troubles, and uh, at any given time, you're always controlled by these forces. So it's obvious that we are not the controllers, and it is obvious that we are not the masters. So it is obvious that we are not Krishna, because Krishna is totally different from us. He is not he is not controlled by material nature. Material nature is under him. He is never controlled by some external forces. That is the difference between Krishna and us. He is never controlled or captivated by uh, matter or material nature or the three modes of material nature. He is above it, and he is the designer of everything that is happening to us. So depending on our desires and attachments, yeah, Krishna is so loving that he designs our path, which path to take. Like if you want to enjoy separately from him, he gives us that path. Okay, I'm telling you, you will not be happy trying to weave on this path, but because you know uh, you are so hard-headed, I'm giving you this path so that you will learn. Krishna really, in reality, no, his personal quality, he never punishes. He never punishes his children. Never gets angry with his children. Yes, because he gives us all the freedom, the free will to uh, live in this world, to enjoy the pleasures of this world for our own, for our own good, for our own uh, education, because we learn from our mistakes and we learn from pain. If there was no pain, we can never learn. The question is, why do we suffer? Is God so uh, cruel that he allows his children to suffer? Yeah, children were supposed to be like innocent individuals. Why are they suffering? They are born, with no hands. They are born with they are born with no eyes. They are born with diseased bodies, etc. Why is that? And everybody in this world, one way or the other, we're suffering. So a person who is ignorant uh, and a materialist will will uh, um, will think will think that God is cruel. Actually, there are so many personalities in the past and even right now who say that if God is all good, why is it that people are suffering? And these are the reason why these are the reasons why a person becomes atheist. Why do bad things happen to good people? I'm a good person. Why is this thing happening to me? You know, because if there was no pain, you will never learn in this world. And this is the reason why there's pain in this world. Krishna designed it like this. Krishna made it so that, if you try to fight it out with material nature, then you will be subjected to the laws of it, to its laws. Does God punish us? No, we punish ourselves. Actually, if God is all good, why, like, why is there pain? Why is there suffering? It is a necessity. It is a necessity. Why? Because if there was no pain, we will never learn. For instance, right now, no, this house is burning, and I don't know because on my on my left and right, uh, there's already flames and stuff. So if there was no pain, I will not be able to rise up and run. If there was no pain, if my chair is already like in flames, okay, and there's no pain, you know, my back, my back, for all I know, is already burning. My hands will be burning because there's no pain. So Krishna designed this for us to awaken. Oh, sakit. hindi ko dapat gawin to, ganyan, no? And in Tagalog, sometimes we say it, sa huli na po ang pagsisisi. It is always at the last part that we um, at the last part that we realize um, we are wrong. Always at the last part. But it is good because that's why for a devotee, pain, suffering, happiness, it is actually it is actually the same for a devotee of Krishna. Because realizing this, that it is all that it is all dualities of nature, you know, pain, suffering, joy, happiness, like that. So pain and happiness, joy and suffering, like this. It is actually the same. It's not that, when you enjoy this world, that you know you are a success, and if you're suffering, you're a failure. Now, for a devotee, to understand this, to realize this, uh, is a very good thing, because uh, it is born out of ignorance. So-called happiness and so-called pain, these are all born out of ignorance. So the intelligent living being will try to get out from this miserable world. That is the intelligent being. He is not part of this world, and that everything that is happening in this world is uh, but a mercy coming from God. Pain, that's mercy. Um, Happiness, that is mercy. Joy, that is mercy. Anxiety, that is mercy. Everything is a mercy, because it teaches us that this world is not our home. And Krishna advises us, and the scriptures advise us to, as soon as possible, get out from this material conditional life. In other words, a devotee actually desires only Krishna. He desires only to serve Krishna, because that is his original situation. We are all servants of Krishna. We are never masters. When you try to imitate Krishna, then you will always be suffering. When you try to think that, I can experience happiness trying to enjoy my senses in this world, then you will be stuck up in this material world. Okay? Next reader tayo.
Haribol. Text. Okay lang po yung sound ko.
Tasan mo lang ng konti. Sabi mo anong you have to read the chapter, the canto, and the verse.
Haribol.
Next 20
Ayan
ba?
sir, okay na po ba?
Yeah, okay na yung sound mo.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Canto 2,
Naman, ah,
Chapter 4, Text 20. O Brahmanaji, Narada. The superseer, the transcendental Lord, is beyond the perception of the material senses of the living entities because of the above mentioned three modes of nature, but he is the controller of everything, including me. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord has declared very clearly that the impersonalist who gives more importance to the transcendental rays of the Lord as Brahma Jyoti and who concludes that the absolute truth is ultimately impersonal and only manifests a form at a time of necessity is less intelligent than the personalist. However much the impersonalists may be engaged in studying the Vedanta, the fact is that such impersonalists are covered by the above mentioned three modes of material nature, therefore, they are unable to approach the transcendental personality of the Lord. The Lord is not approachable by everyone because he is he is curtained by his yoga maya potency. But one should not wrongly conclude that the Lord was formerly unmanifested and has now manifested himself in the human form. This misconception of the formlessness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is due to the Yoga Maya curtain of the Lord and can be removed only by the Supreme Will, as soon as the conditioned soul surrenders unto Him. The devotee of the Lord, who are transcendental to the above mentioned three modes of material nature, can see the all blissful transcendental form of the Lord with their vision of love in the attitude of pure devotional service. Haribol.
thank you, Rhea. So here we learn that um, it is only the devotees of Krishna, the personalists, who can actually perceive Krishna as he is. He perceives Krishna as the cause of Paramatma and the cause of Brahman. So the Brahma Jyoti really, which the impersonalist unfortunately considers the all and be all of everything, they look at Krishna as coming from the impersonal void. Krishna, he is actually just a fragment of the impersonal void. They think that the Brahma Jyoti is the all and be all, and Krishna is a result uh, of that Brahma Jyoti. They don't know that Krishna is the cause, because it is merely the all it is merely the dazzling effulgence coming from the body of Krishna. So in other words, Krishna is the source, and from his body, uh, this entire spiritual energy known as Brahma Jyoti comes about. It is not the other way around. Sorry. It is not the other way around. Krishna is the source, the cause of the Brahma Jyoti. And even the Paramatma, the, the expansion of Krishna in um, his localized form as the Holy Ghost or the Holy Spirit, no, or Paramatma, is also coming from Krishna. The cause is Krishna, the person himself, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Paramatma is also Krishna, no? Uh, but the Paramatma is the expansion where he expands and lives in each and every living being and each and every atomic particle. And of course, the atmosphere of the spiritual world is called the Brahman or the Brahma Jyoti. So Lord Brahma actually is explaining to Narada Muni, because Narada Muni is the one asking all these questions, and Lord Brahma explains to Narada Muni how we are subjected to the laws of material nature, the difference between the living being or the conditioned souls and the super soul, Krishna. There is a great difference. No? Uh, he is actually explaining this to his disciple Narada Muni. He even said that um, the all of these energies, all of these energies, you know, are controlled by Krishna. The superior energy, the superior energy is the spiritual energy, okay, and then you have the inferior energy, which is the material energy, and then you have the marginal energy. Marginal energy are us, because sometimes we fall, we fall on the material energy or the inferior energy, and sometimes we are in the superior energy. Oh, how is that possible, sir? I thought that when you're in the spiritual world, you don't descend anymore in the material world. If that is, if you go back to Krishna in the spiritual world, but if you if you simply just merge in the spiritual world in the Brahma Jyoti, okay, that is the spiritual world. But it is also described that the Brahma Jyoti is at the outskirts of uh, Goloka Vrindavan, and even uh, the spiritual world known as Vaikunta Lokas. Vaikunta Lokas. That is the spiritual world. Okay. So once a person is able to achieve Vaikunta Loka or the Goloka Vrindavan, he shall never ever return back to the material world. But there is a great possibility that once you are a conditioned soul, you are you can achieve Brahmajoyiti, but because that is not that is you know uh, that condition is not is not a personal relationship with Krishna. Okay, it is not a personal relationship with Krishna. So there is a tendency that you have to look for somebody to love, because the soul's inherent quality is that he needs to love, and he needs to love and be loved by somebody. And um, in the condition of being one with the Lord in the Brahma Jyoti, there is no one there to love, because you're supposed to just be one. Part ka na, you become merged into this Brahman effulgence. So who is there? It is just it is just one. Ikaw lang yung lahat. You and no one else. So what is the definition of love? Love means the lover and the beloved. You love somebody and somebody loves you. There is an exchange of loving exchanges that happens in the spiritual world, in the Vaikunta Loka, or um, in Goloka Vrindavan. But in the In the Brahma Jyoti, there is no question of love because, you know, you don't even exist there. As far as you're concerned, you lost, or you actually lost your your identity. As far as you're concerned, I'm not a person anymore because I merge into this oneness, which is impersonal. So I become impersonal also. But in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we learn that our identity never loses its existence. We can temporarily forget our existence, that we are a person, yeah, but we never lose totally our identity. We forget the awareness that we are an individual. That is possible in the merged state that happens, but you don't lose your identity. We are always an individual. That is so. That is the beauty of Bhakti Yoga. That is the beauty of being a devotee of Krishna. Because all of these things, your personal relationship with Krishna, your loving relationship with Him, uh, and of course um, your realization that Krishna is actually um, present in everyone's heart, in every living being's heart, and that Krishna is the all-pervading manifestation of Krishna, of the this whole spiritual energy known as Brahmajyoti. He understands this perfectly, the devotee of Krishna. That makes it very beautiful because at the end of the day, you will be able to return back to your uh, natural residence. Our spiritual natural residence is the spiritual world. The Vaiku It's either Vaikuntha Loka or uh, Goloka Vrindavan. So it is actually you cannot you cannot imagine the difference between the personalist and the impersonalist. The impersonalists, um, they aren't able to actually. They have love. They they are able to feel happiness, okay, because they're still an individual at the end of the day. Yeah, they have never lost their individuality. They are taught. They are taught by Sripada Sankaracharya that um, we lose our individuality, and that is the goal of life: losing our individuality. So, if you lost your individuality, who is feeling bliss? Who is feeling happiness, joy? Sino yun kung wala kang individuality? That's why Lord Rama uh, is telling Narada Muni that it's not possible for the impersonalists to feel love for God. They can still feel blissfulness, but this blissfulness is in that stage of oneness. It is not eternal. It is not an eternal situation. because the need to love and be loved is not taken care of. And that's our nature. We need to love somebody. We need somebody to love us. And it's not taken care of in that condition. Okay? So, do you have any questions, guys? Do you have any questions? No questions? Sino ang exit kirtan leader natin ngayon?
Haribol Sir
Rhea?
Isaac, pwede po kayo?
Isaac, are you there? Haribol, Isaac. Ayun.
Hindi po, sir.
Haribol, Isaac. Kirtan tayo sa 6 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Namo Vishnu Padaya Napistaya Bhutale Srimate Siraswarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Madhya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasade Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Sri Govinda Govinata, Madana Mohana. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrindam. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gauranga, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gauranga. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaur, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaur. Haribol.
Haribol, Namaste. Thank you very much, Isaac, Cleo, and Krishna Dasi. Maraming salamat sa magandang kirtan.
Thank
I'd
you,
like
sir.
to Haribo, namaste. I'd like to thank si Elinet for the opening kirtan. Elinet and Bam, thank you very much. Haribo. Uh, yung ating yung ating admin in the room, si Rhea. Thank you very much, Rhea. Haribo. Yung co-admin natin, co-host rather, si Johnner, Mina, and Kalki. Thank you very much
Daghang
indeed.
salamat, Sir
Mm.
Krishna.
Daghang salamat sad. Uh, uh, at saka they're the ones um, um, responsible for ano no yung simulcast. Thank you very much indeed. And all of the readers, maraming salamat sa inyo. Okay? Rhea, over to you.
Thank you very much din po Sir Rada, and thank you po sa lahat ng umattend at sa ating readers at sa opening kirtan and closing kirtan, Ma'am Elinet and Sir Isaac and Sir George for co-hosting. Haribol Namaste po sa lahat. Jaya Guru Dev Krishna. Haribol.
Haribo, Jai
Oh,
Krishna.
Haribol.
Ingat kayo.
Sir
Krishna.
Haribol.
Good night everyone.
Haribol Flo.
Haribol.
Haribol everyone.
Oh.